Hey everybody, welcome back to the Minus 20 podcast. I'm Jay, your GM. We're playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, our homebrew campaign, Vigilante. I'm here with these wonderful players.
Diana playing Kira.
Nate playing Shepard.
James playing Bo Poncho.
John playing Marth.
Holly playing Serafina.
So we have a lot of stuff to cover in this episode. A lot. It's going to be great. So we're going to skip Bant, but there's a couple of things I do want to bring up before we jump back into the game. First, if you've gotten this far, this is episode 19. You like the show. I hope you like the show. One way that you can help us continue bringing you the show is by rating and reviewing the show. That helps feed the algorithm, I guess. But right, if you rate it and write a short review, it helps other people find the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, let us know how we're doing.
Yeah.
We will read them.
And as our YouTube listeners, like and subscribe.
Please and thank you.
Fight the algorithm that puts us down.
And then, in probably the world's worst segue, I'm now going to move into what I got wrong.
If you write reviews, there'll be less of these.
We can only wish, man. Okay, in the combat against Fingers McNabb, Bo Poncho tried to jump on an enemy, right? So I had him roll a hit and made him roll a reflex save to see if he would land prone or on his feet. I got that wrong. The rules is written. It says if you land on a creature, the creature must make a DC 15 reflex save. The amount of damage they take depends on how they made that save. Critical fail, they take full damage that the character does, and then like a regular success, they take a quarter of the damage. It's a sliding scale of damage. In addition, the rules say intentionally aiming yourself to land on a creature after a long fall is almost impossible. So something short, like 10 to 20 feet, we'll go ahead and do that reflex save. Also, the rules state if you take any damage from a fall, you land prone. There's no save. So just FYI, James, if you want to keep jumping on people, we're going to follow those rules.
Aim for the bush.
All right, last episode, a lot of stuff happened that I guess changed kind of what's going on, right? The axes are running around, burning a building every night until the heroes, you vigilantes, turn yourself in. And you guys in your daytime persona have been running around and trying to organize the neighborhood in some kind of response. We left off where you were in the lair discussing what comes next. There were two people who asked for specific things to do. One was Shepard. He wanted to gather information. And then Marth wanted to go see Boss Hatchet. So what we're going to do is go back into the lair. And then, I think our last person who said anything was Bo, said, we need to move, let's go. And so the heroes will follow the heroes as they disperse. The first hero we'll follow is Shepard. So Shepard, let me ask you, who are you gathering information from and what is it you wish to know?
So I would probably like to use whatever contacts I might have, like fellow eyes and ears in the streets, and see if anyone has heard of either the name of the arsonist that the Axes are hiring, or any leads on which building in particular they may be targeting tonight, so we can do whatever we can to help the folks of that residence either minimize the damage or prevent any loss of life.
Okay. So we'll do a montage of Shepard going from, group of his comrades, his friends, maybe, I don't know, like the stereotypical round a barrel with a fire in it. So go ahead and make me a diplomacy roll.
Don't worry, guys. I am perfectly untrained at this. A flat 10 on the die.
Yeah, everyone is sort of abuzz with this, news of the Axis burning down buildings, but no one knows, who's been hired or what building has been targeted. In fact, that's kind of point of information is that it's been held none of the Axis know themselves. The only person apparently who knows is Grogan. It's a secret. Even the Axis are unsure where things are going to strike. Cool. So that takes most of the day. You're doing that, maybe some snacks, doing a little, what would we say he does in his free time? Skip rocks in the river and play hopscotch. Mm-hmm. All right, let's follow Serafina home. What do you do when you go home? What's up?
I probably go upstairs, maybe look for a clean change of clothes, hang up my cloak, go up to the bedroom, make the bed because Echo is supposed to do that, but she forgot and ran off into the streets with Franzi.
Kids.
Yeah, I know, right?
As you go up to make your bed, you notice on the pillow of your bed, there is some kind of object. As you get closer, you see that it's a dagger. And you pick it up and examine it, and it is a pristine dagger with ornate carvings on it. You see intertwined leaves and flowers. And there's a black leather hilt on it with a nugget of obsidian. And it looks like straight off the forge. The edge is immaculate, super sharp. It shines, it gleams. There's no, like the usual when you handle a dagger for a while that has maybe some slight discoloration where it was used, or maybe a notch or a nick on the blade.
When you handle a dagger,
Yeah.
like everybody does,
Like
every day.
everybody does.
Yeah, I would immediately recognize this as the dagger that my father made for me for my 16th birthday. He was a craftsman of fine weaponry, and at the time, Dad, I'm never going to use this. Why are you giving me a dagger? And but it was clearly a gift of love because that was his passion. But yeah, it's pretty much been in my top dresser drawer since he gave it to me. So
Yeah, so you're probably a little puzzled why this is on your pillow.
yeah, I think immediately I'm going to worry that Echo has been messing with my stuff. But then I realized that Echo would have taken it with her and probably, I don't know, killed Biney with it or something.
Poor
That was a
Bonnie.
sword. Let's
Poor
be
Bonnie.
Yeah,
clear.
does your dad also make large bastard swords by chance?
All right, let's we'll leave Seraphina there in her bedroom puzzling over this dagger, and we'll follow Marth as he
Okay.
leaves the lair. Yeah, so you head over to his office. This is on the I always get east and west mixed up. I have to imagine a map of the United States. California's on the west.
Oh my
That's
God,
on
I do the
left.
same thing.
Do you really?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
like,
It's
okay,
on-
New York's over here.
Yeah.
So that's east, California.
Right. So I have imagine Jay superimposing a map of the United States over Triangle Square. He's like, oh, California, that's where Boss Hatchet's office is. It's on the west side of the square. So you head over to the west side of the square. You find the familiar, long, low, first floor office building, and you go inside and immediately notice something is off. All of the workers in the office are silent and standing up kind of on the edge of the room, staring at towards Boss Hatchet's office door. As you come in, they all swivel their heads to you at the same time and then swivel their heads back to the door. You hear yelling and banging from behind the door. God damn, if I get a hold of him, I'm going to get rip his head. Boom, boom. I'll tear him in two. Boom, boom, boom. You recognize Boss Hatchet's voice, just extremely loud. Double crosser. Think he can betray me? Bang, bang. And then you see Molar sitting calmly at his desk, and he looks up, sees you, and waves you over.
Oh, hey. How's it going in there?
Oh, hello, Marth. Good to see you. Are you here to see Boss Hatchet?
I mean, yes?
Oh, he's with someone right now. Why don't you take a seat? And he snaps his fingers. Frankie, I had to fire the other intern. The name was too common. Frankie, bring Mr. Marth here coffee, cream, and sugar. Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
So, Molar, should I maybe come back on a different day? I mean, this
Oh,
is important
no.
stuff, but
Marth. Boss Hatchet likes you. Maybe he'll calm down when he sees you. Marth, how did your family come to Hammer City?
They didn't. I guess it was me and my sister came, but that was it.
How did you come to Hammer City, Marth?
I mean, I don't know, Malar. That was a very long time ago. I was very young. I mean, the rest of the world isn't always great to the fetchling kind. And I remember there being strife. I remember us having to leave our home. And I know that my parents made sure me and Arya got here. and I remember being sad at a certain point because they weren't going to be there. But the details, I was way too young to remember exactly what happened with that. I mean, for all I know, they live 2 cities away from here, or they never made it here at all. And beyond that, I don't remember aunts or uncles or any of that kind of stuff. It's kind of what happens when your people are forced from place to place.
Oh, yes. I, too, am an orphan. I don't know if you know that, Marth.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. My parents were executed by the King of Darenhall.
Oh.
Yes, and I was made to watch. It was very unpleasant.
Yeah, that's horrible. How old were you?
I was probably a teenager. Not very old. Although they deserved it, to be honest. They were coil spies. Shapeshifters, you know, through illusion magic, infiltrating the king's cabinet for their own purposes. They were discovered and executed, and I was exiled to the Five.
I mean, I guess at least you were sent somewhere, like civilized and not, included in crimes of the father type stuff.
Yes, I was very fortunate, for sure. And I was able to land on my feet here in the Five. Oh, look. It looks like Boss Hatchet is free now. The door swings open and Utia comes out. She looks very sort of grim and set, and she walks through the office quickly and gestures towards a trio of axes standing on the periphery of the office who probably you didn't notice until now. These are not the new axes that were at the great, like the super hardcore. These are the chill, older versions. And the 4 of them leave the office, slamming the door behind them.
Thanks, Molar.
That guy is so good at the light small talk.
Yeah.
Woo. All right, I head on in
All right,
cautiously,
yeah.
but also optimistically. Like, I don't want to come in like scared child,
Yeah.
because that might set him off more. But I'm certainly not like, what up?
You cautiously open the door, probably, peek your head in first, and you see 2 of Hatchet's goons, these big 6-word men, pressed against the wall, looking terrified. At his desk, Hatchet's standing. His face is red. It's so red, it's almost purple. And you can see muscles contracting and twitching under his skin across his whole body. He looks up and sees you, and his eyes are like bloodshot and red. And he reaches down and he grabs a book, like an account book with a hardcover on it. And he rips it in half right in front of you. And then he sighs.
I'm getting all kinds of childhood trauma now.
Hope he didn't need that for tax purposes.
I just feel like he's turning into like the
Hulk.
start to a WWF fight. Not WWE. That came later.
Yeah, Marth, recruit him already.
Yeah, have them stop by the lair. We've got plenty of costumes.
There aren't any folding chairs in this office, are there?
And then after he rips this book in half, he just kind of deflates and sits in his book and slumps, and his head goes down, and you see the color begin to drain out of his face. And he looks up and says, Marth, sorry.
Hey, boss.
Difficulties at work, you know how it is.
I can imagine.
Comes with the office. I have an ugly temper. I know.
Hey.
What can I do for you, Marth?
Well,
Sorry, the permit for the soup kitchen isn't ready yet.
That's all right. I think we all know that there's kind of more pressing things going on right now. I get the impression I don't have to necessarily tell you what's going on. I thought I'd come and see, like, what kind of messaging you want to put out there, or what kind of help maybe I can bring for you. And I was going to
Marth.
warn you, but it seems like you kind of know.
I'm going to give you some advice, Marth, because I like you.
Okay,
Stay out of this.
okay, I'll stay out of it.
I would lock your door and stay home until everything is resolved.
All right. But people are going to come talking to me wanting to know something. Is there...
Tell
For
them
lack of
to
a better word,
stay
a
at
party
home
line?
and lock their doors.
Okay. Things are going to... Should I tell them, like, it's going to be all right? Things are going to get taken care of?
Marth, I'm doing my best.
I'm sure you are.
Marth, I think you better leave before I lose my temper, Marth.
Absolutely, boss. Sorry to have bothered you. Let me know if there's anything I can do or say for you.
And then you just look back as you leave the room, and his head is down, and he's like, squeezing his hands together.
This is gonna go well.
And so I imagine you run home and shut the door and lock it, right?
Absolutely.
No, I think you were setting up the orphans, right, to be
Yes.
the early warning system. So back to the orphanage and talk with Sammy. And
Yep, we'll go
take
to the
care of that.
orphanage. We'll talk with Sammy. We'll kind of get people spread out. Make sure that they know how to get in contact with me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't do like brooding up on a rooftop if I'm going to have them come
Yeah.
talk to me. But, similar.
I imagine we have a montage of like Marth and Sammy sitting with like the older kids of the orphanage with their like, their newspaper caps. Hey, we'll get you. We'll help you out, Marth.
Oh, yeah, it's very newsies.
Yeah. Awesome. So that's pretty much the rest of the day. Bo, I imagine maybe just home, stick the roots in the ground, soak up that sun, get some rest before the big night.
Yeah, I think he'd kind of sit back, and if maybe like somebody he identified as an axe beforehand like came through the shop, like try to get something out of him. But if no one comes through, no one comes through. I imagine most people are boarding up. So
Yeah, most people are at home. They're also tired because they were out. A lot of people were out the night before, seeing what was happening. So it's very quiet, and lots of the shift workers go by, shuffle by at the whistle. But other than that, it's pretty.
I'd probably tell Vol and the rest of Lelian just get to the farm tonight. Don't even like if this place burns down. I think Vol was probably fine with it. So
Yeah, I don't know if she was fine with it. I think she said as long as that she had you, things would be better. She likes her restaurant.
yeah, sorry, I maybe overstated that. Like she's come to terms with the fact that that's a possibility.
Exactly.
She's going to go hang out with the baker in the next town over.
I thought she hangs out with you, so
That's right. Yeah.
Oh.
She's gonna go shack up with Martha. Unfortunately, Martha's busy today. And then we'll follow Kira. What do you do during the day?
So in Kira form, she would just be walking around town, kind of getting a feel for the vibe. Stop by maybe Liam's parents' house and check in on them, but really she's checking to see if they've heard anything by association.
You want to roll gather information?
Love to.
It's a diplomacy roll. Sorry.
Private?
You can do it in public. That's cool. You can see how much better you are at this than Shep.
Ooh,
A lot.
19
A
on the die for a
lot better.
25.
exponentially.
25. You get more information. I guess what I would say is you wouldn't get much different than Shepard. You would just get more specific information. Like, a lot of the Axe families and stuff, and Liam's parents would talk about how great it is that Grogan's going to catch these vigilantes finally that killed their son, but no one knows any details about who they've hired or what buildings they're targeting. Is there any other kind of question you want to get out of this? I hate to give you like a nothing answer on a high roll.
Non-answer.
Would anybody be talking about the group standing up against the Axes? Do I hear any theories or names or descriptions? Is anybody describing a fox with a white streak in her hair at all?
Worse than that, some people think that maybe the fox that's been hanging out in the neighborhood might be involved.
Okay. That would kind of freak me out.
Yeah.
And so I would want to rush home.
Okay. When you get home, you see there are 3 Axes lounging in front of your house with your brother Maddox, and he's like laughing and joking with them. He's swinging like a sap around, like they're like teaching him how to fight. And when you run up, they look at you. Oh, here she is now. UT is in there. She wants to talk to you.
Oh, yeah, I'll I'll head right in. Maddox, why don't you come with me?
No, I'm hanging out with these guys.
Maddox, we have stuff we need to do. Come
Mom
with
and
me.
Dad said I had to stay outside.
Maddox.
No, Mom and Dad said I couldn't come inside, that it was a private talk.
I kind of rush inside to try to see what's happening, but then maybe get my parents to get him inside. I don't know.
You go inside, and you see your parents sitting at the table with you, Tia. You can tell immediately your parents are furious. They glare at you with daggers. As soon as you come in, Utia stands up. Hello, Kira. I'm Utia. Liam worked for me. I don't know if she mentioned me. I'm here to talk to you. I've already told your parents why I've come, so they know why I'm here. There's no need to talk alone. Why don't you pull up a seat? Got some bad news for you.
I would grab a chair and sit down.
Look, Kira, I know about this Fox investigator you've been hanging out. It's going around the neighborhood that you've been working for this investigator type Fox. And I know it's pretty exciting work, it must be. But I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, that this Fox person might be dangerous. This Fox person, it's possible, we're not sure, we'd like to talk with them, but it's possible the Fox person was involved in Liam's death. You see, there was a Fox matching the description of this Penn who was seen fighting with the Van Brocklins. Plus, just last night, this Penn was going around the neighborhood trying to turn people against the Axis.
How do you know it was Penn? Penn would have never hurt Liam.
No, that's true. We don't know for sure. That's why we like to talk to them. And we're hoping you could help us set up a meeting.
I mean, I do typically find her when people need her. I could try to find her. Do you want me to go now?
Well, not now. I want you to think about it. Maybe think about a good plan and how to get them to a spot where we can meet. Okay?
Well, I mean, if we think that they're doing all this stuff, we don't want her roaming around, right? I don't think we should wait. We want her off the street, right?
Sure, yeah. If you want to go get her now, I'd have to fetch some more people first. But,
I kind of look at my parents to see if they're pissed off, like they want to talk to me, maybe not now, or if they're like, yes, go find her now.
Super furious.
I quickly avert my
And
gaze.
UT says, before I leave, though, to get these people, I just want to say a couple of things. You know, I worked with Liam quite a bit. He was a good man, and he was going places, and the world is a lesser place without him. But he used to always talk about you with the others. It was clear he really cared for you. But I understand maybe that perhaps a part of him is going to live on. I heard that you were asking around the neighborhood for a midwife. Just then you look up at your dad and you hear him. He's like sipping tea and he chokes on it.
It wasn't like that. We weren't like that.
I'll be back in a little bit, okay? Why don't you, when I come back, then we can talk about where we're going to meet Penn and stuff. All right?
I don't think I've ever cringed so much playing this game.
That job is the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh my God.
Kira.
This is karma for what she did to Serafina.
So then Utia gets up and leaves, and your parents swing their eyes to you. Your mother says,
You just want to melt into the floor.
"What are you up to? I saw you in Temple Square with the Van Brocklins, and I thought that was you, but I'm like, no, Kira, my Kira is too smart for that.
But the who?
Don't play dumb with me. We know exactly what UT is referring to.
I don't know what
You're
you
going
mean.
around as an investor. Are you involved with these vigilantes?
No. Okay. The truth is, there is an investigator named Penn, and she doesn't come around as often as people need her services. So sometimes I pretend I'm Penn when I can't find her. She is hard to find. So sometimes, because I'm a fox also, I pretend I'm Penn, but there is a Penn, and I'm not her, and I don't know if she's involved with this group, but I am not. And also, I'm not pregnant.
Kira, do you think we're stupid? And
Deception
what's this about the
check.
midwife?
Yes, I have no idea what that's about. Terrible rumors in small towns. Not true.
We're going to have to leave Hammer City. They're gonna come for us when they find out that you and this Fox are the same person.
We're not the same people.
We're all in danger now, Kira. Me, your father, and your brother, too. And you. We're gonna have to leave. We're gonna have to leave tomorrow. We're gonna have to leave Hammer City, too.
I can't leave. I live here. I have friends here. Liam was here.
Just then you feel the signal stone on your chest go off, pointing you in a direction.
I'll go find the detective pen. I'll prove it. I gotta go. Sorry. And I stand up and kind of like kick the chair back because I stand up so quickly. And as I'm running out the door, I quick look back one more time and say, and I'm not pregnant. And then I bolt out the door.
Right. Some fun surprises there. We follow Kira
Fun.
as she runs
Fun.
through the streets.
Yeah, sure.
We have different ideas of fun.
Do you change into pen form as you run towards the source of the signal?
I don't know.
I think we
I'm really
determined that
conflicted.
we you know the spot where the signal was set off, so you know what direction, how far.
I would try to find a alley. And yeah. So I have some disguise kits.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if with a couple seconds, if I have any kind of ink, I would, after I change into my fox form, I would want to put some ink in my white streak to try to blend it black.
Okay.
And then I would work towards the signal stone.
Sure. And I imagine all of you, well, I can probably reveal now that it was Marth who would get this signal, who would set it off, because his orphans, as dark fell, they spotted the first fire and called to Marth, and he rushed to the scene and called you all there. Do you guys go in your alter egos or in your day? Are you just people, or are you the vigilantes?
Well,
Vigilante.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't leave the house as a vigilante in case somebody saw me, but I would probably, like Kira, try to find an alley to pull out the mask and flip my
Get your own
cloak
alley. I
around.
got this one.
Occupied.
I guess, yeah, after like I got the info from the orphans, I would probably find myself a rooftop and change and summon Arya. That's harder to do in an alleyway.
Because the signal stone is kind of like vigilante business, right? If that's ringing, that's your work phone.
Yeah,
Time
yeah.
to get in your...
It's the pager.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right.
Shepard sits up abruptly from a couch in the dingy hideout, having no sense of what time it is, other than it must be late.
Straightens the rug on the way out.
Yeah, grabs his
We still haven't
mask
straightened those rugs on
and
the map
sword
yet.
and runs.
This is the part where we have like the 5 different side-by-sides on the screen. With, like,
You're
the
running,
light bulbs
yeah.
between 'em. Like,
Yep.
Absolutely. And what about Bo? Bo.
I imagine Bo, to make it really obvious that he was getting out of town, would full Kermit his way out, flailing. Get out of town! There's a fire! Oh my goodness! No! Everybody look that way and not over this way while I transform! I mean, go!
Us Leshies are particularly averse to fire.
As you guys meet, and where Marth set off this signal is a block or two off Triangle Square. And a clutch of little buildings surrounded by small streets and alleys, there is a tinsmith shop that's ablaze. And you can see in the light of the fire upturned faces of the local citizenry kind of looking at this fire. They are not rushing towards it. Some of them have buckets and stuff. They're ready to go. But in front of the building are 4 figures. 2 of these bigger, badder axe, the new axes you saw at the funeral, and then 2 of these mechanical dogs.
Oh, no. But no puppets?
No puppets.
No puppets. Thank God.
And probably where Marth is, you guys all climb up to. Maybe not. I'm surprised Marth got up to a rooftop. You've got.
I mean, we're not talking. Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Grappling hook helps out.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're not talking like a skyscraper. We're talking like a 3 flat probably.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
There's no way I could get up one of those. But anyways, you guys all meet and kind of peer down, hanging over the edge of this, like Batman style superhero style. Don't want to trample on any copyright issues. Looking down upon the scene, what do you guys do?
How far away are all of these peoples?
Probably from where you're probably a good distance yet, since you don't want to get super engaged. We'll probably, I don't know, we'll say like 100 feet.
Okay. I think that we should try and draw them to us so that the bucket brigade can start working on that building. I don't want to be involving citizens.
The BB.
Yeah, the bucket brigade BB. Like, I'm pretty sure the Axes don't like us. If we call them out, hopefully they're gonna come for us, and that gets them out of the way of everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to, start yelling without all of you knowing what I'm doing.
Can I, maybe this isn't the right time, but can I open an investigation?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I know these guys have to do with Grogan. The investigation I want to open is, who is Grogan? Who is this guy? And so, yeah, as I'm fighting this, anything that I can pick up that would help me.
I think we can even make this investigation broader. And I would say you've probably technically already been working on this thing for a while. Like, what are the Axes up to? How do we stop them? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So maybe not a mystery you're solving, but kind of figuring out the organization to solve the problem. Does that sound fair?
It's my first case.
Yeah, that'll give you bigger opportunity to.
I thought you were a super experienced
Now that
professional investigator.
I have my wooden badge from Shepard, so I
that's
need to, diversify my portfolio a little more.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what? I never gave out a hero point. We should do that before we begin the combat.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to combat. No one has.
We're combating.
Combating.
Run away!
I want to give the hero point to Bo Poncho.
Bo Poncho.
For last step, there was a hilarious scene between you and Vol, where Vol laughed at remember the hilarious laughter when you said that maybe Inspector Falcone thinks you're one of the vigilantes.
Oh yes, the plan profiling. Yes, I'm aware.
That was a good scene. So take your hero point. Just a reminder: next session is the last of 4. They'll reset on episode 21.
So
Smoke 'em
use
if
them.
you got them.
Use them if you got them. Maybe there'll be more in next session.
Okay.
All right. So you're on top of this roof. Marth warns the others he's going to cause a ruckus to draw attention.
All right. Well then, I would like to cause a ruckus to
Alright.
the Axes.
Roll a ruckus check.
Yeah. What? Give me a performance check.
Okay.
We're rolling some numbers here. It's been a while. Been a while since we rolled numbers. We should start hairband.
Who says we don't already have one?
Do you have a hairband?
Maybe.
Here it is.
Eh.
Put it in
I
your
have
hair.
hair.
Put a ponytail up with it.
I got a 14.
Yeah, no one seems to notice you. There's a lot of yelling and screaming going on. Your shouts don't penetrate.
Okay. Uno momento while I just check something.
We're just
super
looking over
quick.
at Marth. What are you doing,
Yeah, yeah,
dude?
Dude, what's up?
Okay, so I will then take the more direct method and I will cast message towards whoever looks the biggest and baddest of the Axes.
Yeah, there are 2 guys standing in front. You pick randomly one of the 2. What do you say?
I hear you're looking for us. If you wanted to fight, here we are. Look up above you.
Please tell me the wind is blowing and our
Shh.
We look
Cloaks
so
and-
cool right now, guys.
Is your mask on straight, Shepard?
Hey, little man. Because he can respond, right?
Well, I don't know
Yeah, I
in
think he has
Pathfinder
to-
if he can.
I think he can. He has to see you.
Yes.
So he
If
looks
they
up.
respond, their response is delivered directly to your ear, just like the original.
He looks up at you and says, "Hey, little man, why don't you come down and play? Yay!"
Does he have any little bottles to clink?
That's right. Clink, clink, clink.
Marth, what did he say?
He wants to play, which seems a little bit childish, but I think we're on. So I will direct us, I don't know, off of rooftops to like kind of down the street. So I'm engaging them, but I'm still trying to herd away from the front of the building, get them at least a little bit away.
Yeah, they don't seem interested in going where you're at.
Wow.
While they're distracted on him, and I can see them, I'm gonna get off to the side flank and I'm gonna shoot.
Okay.
Good idea.
So we'll start combat. All right, let us go to the map, and we will begin our combat by rolling for initiative first. So, James, I'll let you roll stealth if you want to attempt like a sneak shot or an unseen surprise attack on these guys.
Can I use performance since that
Yes,
was excellent?
would be great. That's perfect.
Ooh.
And
Got
then
an 18
everyone
on
else
the
can
die.
use perception, the usual skill for initiative.
18 on the die for a 24.
Nice. Oh yeah. Serafina, what did you get?
I rolled an 8 on the die for 13.
Nice.
It was so good, and then somebody else's dice bumped my dice.
I'm sorry.
From like a 17 or something down to a 7. So.
Well,
16.
from that bump, I got a 17 for 25.
Nice. Shep, what did you end up getting?
Bit of a disappointment, but Shep has 16.
16. Right. And what about Bo Poncho doing his stealth? Did you use stealth for your initiative? Yep, you already rolled it. Just give me a straight up stealth check, and I will replace what you have here with what's in what you rolled initially. Oh. Ooh, nice.
Stealth 30-20.
20. Much better than the initiative. The initial. Perception. Cool. So what I'll say is you appear to be hidden from these folks. So I'm going to give yourself the hidden attribute. What that means is they're off guard to you on your first attack. Doesn't mean you get to go first, but it does mean that you get some kind of advantage.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to begin the encounter. Marth, you rolled the highest initiative. You're up first. You see these two large ruffians standing before a burning tinsmithery with the people kind of off in the shadows, afraid to go near. Behind them are two of these weird clockwork dogs. I'm going to just show their token here on the overlay, just so that you can remind what they look like. They're weird metallic-looking creatures. Instead of a head, they have a crossbow.
Even robot dogs are cute.
Oh boy. Marth, why don't you describe your costume and where did you get it? I don't think you had this before, right? This is the first time you've busted this one out.
All right. So most of our costumes probably came from our fun little dress-up bin that was left to us. And Marth looked through a lot of those, and a lot of them were pretty flashy, which doesn't quite fit with his style. But he did find in a different corner of the room, quite honestly, a worker's paint suit. That is a full white jumpsuit. And he looked at Arya and the way that she's all black with that white shawl, you'll say. So he is wearing full white with a full white face mask and goggles to kind of hide the telltale green fetchling eyes. And then he has what you could kind of call somewhere between a trench coat and a cloak, where it's, got the large hood coming up over. It does all the flappy, but it does have arms going through it. So him and Arya, when you put them together, almost look like inverse images of each other.
Nice. Okay, what would you like to do?
Well, I would still like to draw these guys away as best I can. So I look over at Arya, she looks at me. We then each raise our hands almost in unison, and we both cast needle darts at, let's say, this one over here.
All right. They will have cover. You see it's through some trees, and that's a little well here. So they will get a boost to their AC.
Okay. So that one, so we'll start with me, I guess. And we will do some needle darts. Ooh, does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
Well,
These
that's
darts
a bummer.
whistle over the guy's head.
All right, let's see if Arya has any better aim.
And you're doing this. This is 4 actions. You're doing this as part of a share.
Yeah. Okay, how about a 16?
That also whistles by him. You just hear him chortle. I think that's your turn. Yeah?
That is my turn.
Kira, you are up.
Kira doesn't have a costume yet, but she's feeling a little exposed after her conversation with her parents. But her first action is going to be to move about 15 feet north.
Right.
And then she's going to devise a stratagem, which is not an action because these guys are part of her investigation. So she's going to use it on the left one.
These are a part of your investigation.
Yeah, so it's not an action to use devise a
Free
stratagem.
action, yeah. 14 on the die. You gonna use it? It's a good
I would
roll.
get to add my modifier, which is plus. Okay, yes, I will use it.
Okay.
So if I attack now, it knows to use that, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
You got it. As long as you're targeting the same one you devise a stratagem. Boundary.
What's your strategy?
Okay, so my stratagem. Looking for a hole in their armor. So 14 on the die makes it a 22.
That is a hit. Your arrow flies true.
And I get an extra d6 for my strategic strike. A whole 4 damage.
4 damage. Damage is damage.
So that was my second action. For my third action, can I recall knowledge on the Clockwork Hunter?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
see what it's weak to?
You roll me either an Arcana or crafting check or an applicable lore. You can come up with
Private.
something. Yep, it is a private roll. Which reminds
Oh,
me,
I'm going to use my hero point. I rolled a 1 on the die.
So you're not supposed to know. It should be blind GM.
Oh, I did hit blind. Sorry. Well, I'll still use my hero point since I'm re-rolling.
No, don't use your hero point. Just re-roll blind GM.
I'll take the free roll. Thank you.
A 2.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it might be a 1 again.
That was very crafty the way that you worked that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I forgot.
This is a kind of construct called a pewter puppy.
Pewter puppy.
What would you like to know about it?
What is it weak to?
It appears to be weak to
Love.
bludgeoning damage.
Okay. That's my third action. I would share that with the party.
The ruffian you just wounded just nicked, you get him in the arm, the meat of the arm. He just just plucks it out of his arm. Oh, so it's the Vigilantes.
And Shepard draws his bastard sword from seemingly out of nowhere from his cloak, wields it tight, white-knuckled in the firelight, and says, "No, we are the Vigilant."
Nice. All right. This axe looks confused, as one would in this situation. Pulls out a crossbow, aims at Kira, and fires it. There's a 13 on the die for a 19.
That hits.
You take 6 points of damage, and then he spends his third action to reload. The unnamed gunslinger, this big, sort of muscly twined series of vines, dark green, creeping in the shadows. You're up.
All right, I'll target one of the pewter puppies.
All right.
God, that hurts to say.
In the background, you hear some of the townspeople whisper, "Look, there's that green monster guy. He looks really pissed off. Yeah. Like some sort of green revenge." And the other guy says, "No, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard of. What about the pissed off puce?"
Nailed it.
This guy behind him says, "No,
And this is clearly not the literary district of Hammer City.
maybe the Italian is the best. Vendetta Verde." And everyone goes, "Ooh."
Being not distracted by this at all. Focusing on the shot, I will shoot the pewter automaton.
All right. And then all around you hear, "Vendetta Verde, Vendetta,
That'll be a 26 to hit.
Vendetta Verde." That's a hit.
Is that a tongue twister?
Bang. Shot rings out across the square.
Yeah, and this is, let's see, it's off guard to you, so not a critical hit, fortunately.
All right.
Ooh, nice.
Much better. Much better.
12 damage.
Oh, damage. It takes the full damage. You see this creature sort of rock backwards as it's pummeled by your gun seed.
And knowing we're trying to draw them out, I won't run into the mix. I will hold an action, and the action will be if they get closer together, I will shoot.
Okay. And you're reloaded and everything?
No, actually, you're right. I'd have to reload. All right, I'm going to reload. And so that'll be second action. Third action will be...
And you're no longer hidden once you take an offensive action. So
Yep.
you come out sight of everyone.
Actually, I'll take a movement and kind of get... Since I'm no longer hidden, kind of get myself in the mix of things.
All right.
So I'll move over there. That'll be my turn.
Shepherd of the Vigilant, sword drawn. We'll say that it was already drawn, that you didn't have to. That's a flavored draw.
Yeah.
He sheathed it to redraw.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
So,
So no action penalty here. It's
Rule of cool.
yeah.
That's right.
So I've learned from my mistakes that charging headlong into 4-to-1 odds is probably going to get me brutally injured, if not murdered.
Shut up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Shepard's gonna delay his action
all
or
right.
delay his turn.
So below the, I'm just gonna keep dropping you till you say I want to go.
Yep, and he's basically looking for someone to run into the mix, whether that's the clockwork dogs or the axes.
All right.
He could sudden charge all the way out to them. They are within 50 feet towards the building, but he doesn't want to get immediately flanked on all sides, especially not knowing what these clockwork dogs with the harpoon faces do.
I'll
What
let
could
you
it be?
guess.
What could it be?
Yeah. All right. It is the second ruffian's turn. He will simply move out here, take out his crossbow. The second action, target Marth.
Hello.
That is a 19 on the die for a 25.
Yeah, yes.
You take 4 points of damage.
Which
And-
guy is this?
This is the one that's lit up with the orange ring on the right.
Okay. What did he use on crossbow?
Crossbow. Yep. And that is his turn. Shepard, do you want to go now? I'm just going to keep pushing you.
He will continue to delay his turn, at least
Yes.
until the next. I'm hoping one of those clockwork creatures are going to run in.
The clockwork ones with the crossbow heads.
Yes.
or
Or it's a
run up into
harpoon or
melee.
a spear.
Yeah.
We haven't seen them in that much detail, but
Serafina, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna move over next to Shepherd, and come on, I'm gonna do that.
You may have your ruler selected.
I did. Sorry, guys.
No, it's cool. One cool Foundry tip: if you have the ruler selected, and you press spacebar, it'll go to the
Oh,
ruler.
that's how
yeah,
you do
you
it.
can,
I
you can trace yourself.
I have to keep practicing that.
Yeah, it's for the listeners. Good tip for the Foundry.
Okay. Future sponsor.
Future sponsor, Foundry.
I'm moving over next to Shep. I mean, this person over here who does,
Sword wielding Vigilant.
seems to have no name. And I am going to touch the bastard sword and cast runic weapon.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
do this effect for you, Shep, since I don't believe. And you want this on the Vengeful Edge?
Yes,
yeah?
please.
Yes.
Right. Nice.
And that's my turn.
Whoa.
We're gonna go wreck house now.
Should I describe my
Shepard's like, all right, I'll take my turn now.
mask?
Yeah, describe your mask.
Okay, so I chose a skull mask from Yoel Jacobson's little stash, but I did a little embroidery on it in the wee hours of the morning when everyone was asleep. And I stitched some flowers and vines, kind of sugar skull looking designs on it. And in the center of the forehead, like the third eye area, I stitched that blue smudge that I saw in my dream that was on my forehead. So it's sort of a blue swirl with a silver edge around it.
From behind you in the crowd, you hear whispers. She looks like death. Oh, I don't know. She looks like an angel. Mike, you always did like,
It's not a phase, Mom.
it's an angel of death. Angel of death. Angel of death.
Angel of
death. Angel of death. All right, it is the clockwork. Oh, I just said what it is out loud, but I guess it's there.
Yeah.
Clockwork Hunter on the map.
I thought it was a pewter puppy.
Ooh, its head swivels and focuses on Kira. Choo, comes the first crossbow bolt. That is a 7 on the die for a 17.
That
Kira,
misses.
you probably roll out of the way as this
Yeah.
bolt goes over your shoulder. And then you hear click, click, chick, chick, as another bolt falls into a place. And then it will fire on its third action, a second bolt. 11 on the die for a 16. That one too misses.
Thank you, Clockwork Hunter.
Shep, you still on delay?
Don't do it, Shep.
Yeah, I don't think they're moving. So Shep would take his turn, and he will use sudden charge to double dash. Not on top of him, but next to him, and make his attack against this ruffian with his super shiny imbued weapon. Hacks across him, 19 on the
there it
die.
is. Critical hit.
Ooh.
Critical Shep.
All he
That's what we
does is
call him.
crit, crit, crit.
Thanks to the fancy runic weapon, it gives me a little bit extra that I needed to make that hit land and do a whole pile of damage, which gets an extra damage die, I think, from the
Dang.
from just the buff alone. It's 20 points of damage.
You strike him
Yes.
down
Yeah, one
dead.
shot.
I weakened him for you.
One punch. One punch.
Yeah, and with that, he will use his last action to dueling parry, which gives him a bonus to his AC.
Now, it looks like Shep, too, has a costume or mask on.
Yeah, so Shep is wearing what looks to be like a porcelain mask that's cracked around like the eyes and the mouth. Pretty nondescript overall, just a blank white face. It's probably colored red and yellow with the flames kind of flickering just ahead of him.
Nice. You two now hear whispers in the crowd. Look at him. He's protecting all the others. He rushed up in front. How brave he is. Yes. I heard he protects the whole 7th ward. Like a warden. Warden. Shh, shh, shh. Warden. Goes around the crowd. All right, it is the second Clockwork Hunter's turn. Its head focuses on Shep. As the body falls in front of you, you now become a clear target for it. And comes the first crossbow. 15 on the die for a 25.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 7 points of damage, and then you hear the click of the reload, and then it will fire a second time. That's an 8 in the die for a 13.
That one misses.
Okay, we go back to the top of the order. Round 2. Marth.
Okay. All right, so Arya is going to. Need to get off of that. Arya is going to start moving. She's going to use an action. Not want to move. All right, so Arya uses actually 2 actions to move up to the other thug. And then Marth is going to cast Fear on the one that she's in front of.
She's probing the mind of this miscreant axe, trying to figure out what they fear the most.
All right, this is a DC 18 will save. Here comes the roll. 9 of the die for 14 is a failure.
Woo.
Nice.
What happens to our target?
They are, well, yeah, they are frightened 1.
Frightened 2.
Ooh,
Even better.
And is that your full complement?
that's my
of
full
actions?
complement. It took 2 moves to get up there. So
You two hear the whispering. Look at that one. It moves like a ghost. And you can see. Yeah, you can see how it's partnered with that other one with that weird glowing sigil. They both have it. That other one, it's black like a wraith. Ghost and wraith. All right. Oh, what's that fox?
Oh, here
The shy
comes.
one.
There's the fox person.
The fox that nobody's seen in town before.
That's
She
right.
pregnant?
Okay. Is that a good belly?
Is that a baby bump?
Pregnant fox. Pregnant.
20, 25. My first action is to move next to Shep. And my second action is to devise a stratagem on the other ruffian.
All right.
Well, it's not really the action to devise a stratagem. It's the action to attack.
Right.
One moment.
Right. It's
here.
devise stratagem is a free action here. You can go ahead and roll that.
Apply effect. 7.
What'd you roll? What'd you get?
I rolled a 7, so I'm gonna use my hero point to re-roll that,
Okay. Okay.
and I can just roll a flat 20, right?
Yeah, roll flat 20.
Much better. Okay, so 13 for the second one, so I will use that for an attack.
Okay. When you do, and it'll roll with the original one, just add +6 to it. We'll do it
It's
in
to
our brains.
8 technically. The last roll was +8 because I get to use my intelligence modifier. Right?
No. What I mean is, as the base die. So your 13 is 6 higher than a 7.
I see.
So when you do the attack, it'll roll
I
and
see.
use your intelligence modifier already with plus your proficiency and level. And then we'll just add 6 to it.
I can do the 6 as a one-time thing.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, that doesn't look like the right math.
Even, and it's with its 7. That is a hit.
Because it's frightened.
It's frightened 2, so its AC is 2 lower.
Would it have been a crit though with the 21?
Yeah, let me
With a 6, add 6 to that. Yeah.
621 my suit. No, just
Okay,
missed the
okay.
crit. Yeah.
All right, no problem. All right, so I'll roll the damage. What is up with the 1 and the 3? 4 damage. And then for my third action, I'm going to demoralize this clockwork hunter.
All right. Go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
Whoops. There we go. A natural 1. What I was going to try to yell was bad dog. But apparently I'm not intimidating.
Bad I can't be mad at you, puppy.
Yeah. The pewter puppy,
Bad dog?
just its head goes and refocuses on you.
Hello. That's my turn.
All right. Vendetta Verde. Though I am partial to pissed off use. Pissed off.
So yeah, first action I will move or stride. Second action I'll go after the automaton again. That is a 27.
That is a hit.
Nice.
And that'll be 10 more damage.
You destroy it. It just falls down in pieces on the cobblestone.
Alright, and third turn I will reload.
It is the ruffian's turn, looking very unsure of itself. Oh boy. He's gonna... I don't know. He doesn't have many options here. He's wounded. He's frightened too.
And he doesn't have a cool nickname.
He's got a crossbow in his hand. He's gonna
The
swap
rape
out.
literally just goes.
Yeah. He's gonna swap out his crossbow for his sap, and then try to strike. So that's one action, and try to strike Arya with it, with his second action. Oh, just rolled, missed a 20. A 7 is a miss, and then
The sap just like phases through her, and she has a confused look of like, really? What?
what the hell was that? He's gonna back with his third action. He's gonna back off, and then his frightened value comes down. He's now only frightened 1. Serafina, you are up. Running out of targets here.
I know. I like that. Okay, so I am with my 25 feet of movement. So I do, sorry, this and the space bar. Yep, did it. I have him in my sights, but let's see, is he 60 feet from me? All right, I'm gonna cast Divine Lance,
All right.
which has a range of 60 feet.
Well within that range, Murray.
Yep.
So you run up to this patch of trees. He's pushed back closer to the burning building, very well lit, and the flames gone behind him.
Okay. Ah,
3 on the die for a what was that total?
11.
That's not a hit.
Okay. I'm not going to use a hero point just yet, so.
Shepard.
Shep's going to, once again, sudden charge to close the gap between the ruffian and himself. With his 2 compatriots behind him, he's going to flick his sword against the air and cast off some of the blood that's on it from the past ruffian against the cobblestone as he runs. And he's going to strike at this ruffian.
So before you do that, he does have reactive strike, and you did use move action through his area of control as you come around to circle around him.
Sure.
He lashes out with his fist. So not going to be a super powerful hit, but that's 14 on total.
Oh, yeah, that misses.
You easily duck under this wild haymaker swing, panicky swing, and end up behind him with your blood-drenched sword.
You can't see it, but I'm sure he can feel it. There's a smile that spreads across Shep's face behind the mask as he swings his sword at the ruffian. It was a 2 on the die, but I'm feeling like this is a great opportunity to use a hero point to reroll that. So Shep will use one of his 2 hero points and make the attack again. Seeing that he's got the buff from Seraphina, and he also is trying to take advantage of that fear from Marth. 14 on the die for a total of 24.
That's a hit. It's just a regular hit. This time, sorry. Sorry, Nate.
That's okay. Double 3s on the die for 9 total slashing damage.
Your sword bites into him and he yelps in pain.
That was my first action.
First action, I thought you ran up.
I'm sorry, the 2 actions were sudden charge, which lets me stride twice and make an attack.
Yep.
Given that, I'm gonna make a second attack at Matt.
Okay.
Just because we're here, he is feared, and I still have my buffs. I'm hoping that we're still.
Yeah, you've edged around between him and this burning building.
3 on the die.
For
You
8.
have another hero point.
Yeah, I'm. If I don't use them, I lose them. So
You still have one more. We still have one more session before they fade away. Just putting that out there. Who knows what's going to happen next session? Could just be, a cake party. Who knows?
it could.
Is it going to be a cake party, Jay?
Is it going to be a gender reveal?
That's right.
Whoa.
Cake party.
It was too soon.
Oh.
The cakes were made at Yohalt's.
Oh yeah,
We can't have one.
Oh yeah, we don't have it made yet.
This is our whole backstory.
So you're saying the cake is a lie?
It is. I will hold my point. That is Shep's turn.
Okay. This clockwork hunter swivels around. The remaining one, lit up in the flames, swivels towards you. You hear the clunk clunk as it reloads, and then its head focuses on you. A beat, 2 beats. It's really taking its time to target you. This is using an ability it has called Target Weakness, a 2-action attack which gets a bonus on its 2 hit. So here we go. A 19 on the die for a 30.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is not just a hit, my friend. That is a critical hit.
Mhm.
And it gets a deadly D4 on top, so that's a total of 10 points of damage. But that is its turn. Back to the top of the order, round 3. Marth. Ghost, 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 ghost. Do they have trading cards, Marth?
Okay.
God, trading cards. That's a good merch idea. Doo-doo-doo.
All right. So first action will be Arya going to engage.
Do you have to be within a certain distance of your Eidolon?
No, I mean there's certain things that like the retaliation has to be within 15 feet, but outside of that, I think it's just exist. All right. So first action, she moves up there.
Looks like you have to be within 100 feet,
Oh, okay.
which you're fine.
Speaking of within 100 feet, Marth is going to cast Boost Eidolon. I focus deeply on the link between me and my Eidolon. and boost the power of Arya's attacks. She gains a +2 status bonus to damage rolls with its unarmed attacks, and if her strikes deal more than 1 weapon damage die, the status bonus increases to 2 per weapon.
Oh, cool. So once, I assume, when you guys level up, her damage dice will increase.
Eventually, and it's also if she crits, because she has the deadly
Oh, cool.
D8.
Yep.
Oh, wow. All right, let's see that attack.
Speaking of which,
You are
she
now
is-
flanking
Yep.
with Shepard.
Yep, on the frightened person, and I'm boosted. So
Doesn't look good.
here's hoping I can actually roll.
She's gonna tear him in half.
That's the hope.
Yeah, that's good. Huh?
Okay,
Nice.
so how about a 24?
A 24 is a critical.
Nice.
Whoa.
Because this axe ruffian is flanked and frightened. Oh, max.
Max damage.
nice.
Very nice.
So 10
Alright.
points.
Oh,
that
am I
doubled?
supposed to?
That's
I
not
did
doubled.
because I didn't have the person targeted. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But you
So-
rolled crit, yeah?
Yeah, but the D6 wasn't doubled.
Oh, so,
So it
I
should
need
have
to
been
double all
6.
this?
It
Yeah,
should
just
have
go ahead
been-
and re-roll. Click the critical button instead of the damage button.
Because I don't think it did the deadly D8 either.
There we go.
There you go.
14.
Much better.
Which kills the ruffian.
So yeah, I'm gonna say the wraith claws through and rip apart.
Whew. Ew! You see what that wraith just did to that dude? Oh, God. Ew. Wow.
Did I mention that Marth has a non-lethal nightclub that he totally gets to use?
And that is your turn, eh?
That is my turn.
Kira,
All right,
you've
first
got one clockwork hunter computer puppy.
first action is to move up towards it. Second action is to draw my rapier.
Okay.
Third is going to be hopefully devise a stratagem / attack, but we'll see. Oh.
Uh-oh.
So, and
What
I
was that?
rolled a 1.
Okay, yeah.
I'm getting them out of the way. Instead of instead of attacking, I will try to demoralize again.
Okay.
Does it use that roll for my?
Nope, you get to make a fresh roll. So what happens if you choose, instead of an attack, to do a skill check, you get a +1 circumstance bonus to any skill check. I think it's for like intelligence and charisma-based checks. And
Perfect.
demoralize is a check. As you attempt to demoralize this creature, it just kind of looks up at you.
I'm not scary.
Not only is it not enough to beat its will DC, you realize you're trying to scare like a block of metal, and it's not having any effect.
we got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I'm learning my range.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Named Vendetta Verde's turn. I have it labeled here as unnamed gunslinger. We're gonna have to change.
Right.
Vendetta Verde.
I'm gonna set Shep up for a 1-2 punch here. We're gonna brawl brothers, this kind of thing.
Let's
I'll
go.
Use 2 turns of stride, and then I'm gonna grapple.
Ooh.
Flavor fun.
Yeah.
Being a gunslinger and understanding how this kind of mechanism works, I'm gonna try to grapple, and if I can, grapple it in a way that basically stops the crossbow from actually shooting off. This is a
I feel like there's a rule for that. There's like disarm.
disarming.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's
can
what
disarm.
I would say you should use as a rule instead of the grapple. So you can't do both.
Okay.
You can choose either grappling him or disarming him.
Let's do disarm. I think
Okay.
seems more like the flavor of this.
Yeah.
Cool. Rip the bolt right out
Basically,
of his face.
So disarm. We haven't done that. In fact, this is
No,
I think
yeah.
the first time in
Mhm.
any of my games anyone has tried this. So hero point to James.
Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, for trying something new.
I feel like
That's
this
cool.
disarm might work.
Yeah.
It's on my hotbar. I just haven't used it yet.
Yeah. So basically, you're trying to cause this creature to not be able to use this weapon. However, I should mention that if you're successful, unfortunately in Pathfinder, the way disarm works is it just gets a penalty to any attacks with that weapon. unless it uses an action to clear the disarmament. So it's still flavor-wise you're doing the thing, but it just you're jamming up the works basically.
Okay, yeah, let's.
Okay.
Bend the bolt in its face.
Yeah. So that's an athletics check versus its reflex DC. So go ahead and give me that athletics check.
Okay.
Oh,
That is a nat 20 for 26.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
a critical success. That means you knock the item out of the target's grasp and it falls to the ground in the target space. So basically, you have knocked off its like crossbow ability. And I'm going to say because this is a creature who has no opposable thumbs, it's not going to be able to put it back in itself. So, yeah, you've already got a hero point. That's well, man, that was so great, man. Thanks for using
awesome.
that. It's the first time I've seen that in any of my games, and it worked magnificently. So this creature can no longer use its crossbow bolt ability.
All right, so yeah, that's my 3 turns, knocking off its
literally
little shooting
just
hub.
slapped his face off.
Yeah. Seraphina, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna move over here. Is Vendetta Verde still offering like cover to?
To the creature?
To the creature.
No, you have a shot just around,
Okay.
to the side of Verde. Verde.
Vendetta
Vendetta Verde.
Verde.
Yeah.
V squared.
V
The Vendetta
squares.
Vendor.
The V's.
Okay, so I am going to, figuring that any kind of will things or psychic things are not going to work on this thing, I'm going to cast Needle Darts.
Okay.
Martha's so proud.
Yeah, I've been working with Martha on this.
Curl
And
your fingers a little more.
That's
Do
right.
I have to select a metal for this, or does
You
it
don't
matter?
have any of the adamantine.
Oh, you're right. I don't have the
Cold
materials.
iron or silver.
Okay,
Say it
gotcha.
again for me, John.
Cold iron?
No, the first one.
Adamantine?
Thank you.
Okay, here's the
It's
attack.
one word I can't pronounce. I mean, there are many words I can't pronounce. But
Okay,
That's a good
15 on
number.
the die for a 23.
that is a hit.
Well, that's a
Ooh.
dice.
Oof.
Wow, 4 whole points of damage.
Oof.
That's what I do.
It's funny because
3d4 gets you 4.
that's a cantrip,
that
right?
sucks.
Needle darts.
Yeah.
And the cantrips actually level up with you as a character and become more powerful. And I know we've all been playing in like higher level campaigns, and so our cantrips usually do a lot more damage. It's kind of underwhelming at second level. to
Sometimes they
see-
don't do a lot more damage.
to see 4 points. All right, cool. That's 3, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, the darts strike the creature. You can hear the clunk, clunk, clunk on its metal carapace. Shepherd. Not sure
Shep
what he's
has
going
to
to do.
stride because it's 10 feet away. Stepping just opposite of Vendetta Verde and next to Pen. And he will raise his glowing bastard sword high in the air.
I'm so glad Italy is canon in this country because we wouldn't
Yeah.
have ever come up with Vendetta Verde, right?
He's going to use. He's considered off guard because he's flanking right now, right?
The creature is considered off guard. Too. Yeah.
Okay. So I won't need to use snagging strike then.
That's correct. It would be superfluous.
Yeah. So I guess instead he will use an action to wield his sword with 2 hands.
All right, so an action to
Change-
grab,
change his
second
grip.
hand, yeah. Nice. Thus bumping up the damage dice from D8 to D10. Right?
Yes, and
And this still has the runic weapon on it, so it'll be 2d10 damage.
yeah, extra dice for sure is
Yeah.
going to make a world of difference if this lands. So
It's going to be sick if he gets
Strike.
a crit.
strike down on him. 10 on the die for a total of 20 to hit,
That is a regular hit.
and the damage is
Oh, what is with these
Double ones.
got caught a case of the hollies and rolled 2 ones on a 2d12. So 5 total damage. Oof.
You must hit like the hard part of
We
this
just
thing's
can't
back.
kick puppies in this campaign, even if they're
Yeah.
metal.
Beaver
Seriously.
puppy.
And so that was a step, manipulate, and a swing.
That is it. It is this creature's turn. No longer able to use its crossbow bolt. It will lash out with its leg at Vendetta.
While you're waiting for the combat to end, go ahead and give us a rating.
No, they're supposed to stick around and listen. Because this is exciting. That's an 18.
Ooh, that'll hit.
That hits. Does 6 points of damage. And it has a special ability called Skirmish Strike, which allows it to take a step as part of its attack. So it takes a 5-foot step here, and then we'll repeat that also on Vendetta, because you messed him up.
Yeah.
8 in the die for a 14,
That'll miss.
and he'll take his step. And these
Does
guys
anybody
aren't bright.
get reaction strike, or do you have to have a?
Well, these are
feat?
all 5-foot steps, so none
Got
of
it.
these incur an attack of opportunity
Perfect.
or a reactive strike. Third attack is a 7 for a 9.
That'll miss as well.
That misses. Back to the top of the order, round 4, Marth and Arya. What do you guys do?
Arya is going to move into flank. Then Marth is going to needle dart.
How long does that boost last for? Is that...
I think it's just the one turn.
Oh, okay. Needle darts. All right. I think it'll have cover from you because you are shooting through Arya.
Yep, order of operations.
In our circus campaign, Extinction Curse, John's character.
I do a lot of needle darts.
And
You
it's
do
always
a lot
like...
of damage with your needle darts,
Man,
though.
it's always like the killing blow on the big monster. He's in the corner like playing his harp while everyone fights it. And then finally he does needle darts and drops like this enormous monster, right?
All right, so I rolled a 12 for a 20.
That is a hit, even with the cover.
5 damage.
Okay.
We're getting marginally better, you guys.
Just one hit point at a time.
Yep.
I got 2 2s and a 1. All right, and then Arya will take a swing. So she got a 15.
That is a miss.
Womp womp.
We'll go to Kira.
All right, I'm gonna move down. You know the roll. Sorry, I untargeted it. There we go. Okay.
You roll it twice.
Just
We'll take the second one at 12.
thank you. So I will attack with my rapier.
Wonder which one it'll use. We'll find out. I think it used the 7. It's still a hit.
Mhm.
Oh, no. It's a miss. Even with the 12. No, with the
The
12,
20.
that would hit.
It would be a 20 to hit then.
Yeah, so that is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
5 points of damage.
All right. Chipping away at this thing literally as these little pieces of metal come flying off it. And
We're new to fighting these. We're not very efficient yet.
Got to figure out what they are.
They're pewter puppies.
Pewter puppies.
I got to change the label. Okay, is that 3 actions? You moved
No, I have
once?
one more. I'm gonna attack at map.
Because the devised stratagem was a free action. So
Yep.
You moved, attack, and you
Let's
get
do it.
a normal attack is a miss.
'Kay,
with
that's my turn.
12. All right, James.
All right, I'll change my grip to the sword.
Okay.
And I will use
Oh.
one of my 3 hero points to strike again.
Natural 1.
Let's try that again.
At this point, we should just adopt the puppy.
Yeah.
What'd you get on that
That would
second
be a
roll?
12, so...
Still a miss.
Let's do... let's do a grapple.
Okay. That is also subject to map.
Yep.
So athletics check against its fortitude DC, the grab action.
I like how we can kill every other thing here in one round.
Yeah.
But this dog is going to take us like 5 full rounds of combat.
I mean,
He's
better
crafty.
get the natural ones out of the way
Yeah.
for this thing than,
Yes.
you know.
Here comes
Against
Grogan.
Yeah,
Grogan.
Grogan's next, right?
Yeah, it comes in, just rips him in half like a
There
phone
we
book.
go.
That's nice.
19 for 25. Or
That-
19 for 20 because I don't think it applied the map. So,
For 20, that is a grapple. The creature is grabbed,
all right.
which means it's off guard to everyone. It can't use anything with the move action.
That'll be my turn.
So you can slap its face off. You can grab it and hold it still, but we can't hit it.
Well, no, I'll take it home now. Like, we just have this pet now. Like, we just need to find the controller that makes it work.
Mhm.
Yep. We go to Seraphina, approaching the end of round 4. Got a couple.
I'm gonna needle darts it again and see if I can do some more damage this time.
Don't
is
hit
off
my
guard.
vines.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Watch where you're shooting.
I know, right? You think it would have Pathfinder would have this covered, but you are good. That is a
There you
hit
go.
11 on the die
because
for a 19.
it is grappled.
Okay, big number ones. Here we go.
7 points of
points.
damage,
There we go.
and
Yeah.
you smash this thing. The creatures are all dead. Unfortunately, behind you, however, the building collapses just then as you realize there must have been some kind of accelerant or something that caused its fire to go quickly. But the people rush up with their buckets to start wetting and putting out the fires, and we'll end our session there.
Thanks for listening.
We move through the blocks when the sun drops low. Black mask, steel hearts, that's how we roll. Every corner got a devil trying to claim his space, but we break those axes, keep them off our base. Third person view, but we living it real. Street prophets with a purpose make the wicked ones kneel. Fire breathing demons try to torch our hood. We stand as the barrier between evil and good. Community first, the code we live by. War protect us to the day that we die. No capes on our backs, but we heroes just the same. Fighting in the alleys where nobody knows our name. We the ones who hold the line when darkness falls and stars don't shine. Vigilante justice in the dead of night, breaking demon weapons by the street light. Every soul we save is worth the risk we take. Heavy is the burden for the people's sake. They don't see us coming, but they feel the change. Mysterious guardians keeping safe their range. From the projects to the avenue, we make our rounds. Silent as the wind, deadly as the sounds of axes hitting pavement when we break their grip. Demons lose their power when we make them slip. War defenders, that's what we claim to be. Fighting for the innocent, keeping our city free. We the ones who hold the line when darkness falls and stars don't shine.